I invite you to take a gentle breath right now. Maybe even write down one small thing you'll do differently tonight. Not for the sake of appearance, but for the sake of energy. Because energy is the foundation of every second chance. And you're absolutely still worthy of one. Feel free to share in the comments how your sleep has changed over the years, or what helps you feel restored. Your story might be the very encouragement someone else needs to keep going. There's something quietly powerful about realizing your body hasn't given up on you. That beneath all the signs of slowing down, there are still systems running faithfully in the background, waiting for a little care to do what they were made to do. Just like the tiny hair follicles awakened by PP405, so many other parts of the body can respond to the right kind of attention, even after years of neglect or change. And one of the most overlooked pieces of that puzzle is circulation. Blood flow is the carrier of life itself. It delivers oxygen, nutrients, and hormones to every cell in your body, including the ones responsible for hair growth, skin health, and muscle repair. As we age, circulation naturally slows. Arteries become less flexible, capillaries shrink, and when blood doesn't reach where it needs to go, those areas slowly fade, sometimes visibly, like in the scalp or legs, and other times quietly, like in memory or mood. What makes the research from UCLA even more compelling is that it's not just about hair, it's a story about how the body reactivates when key systems are restored. PP405, in its simplest form, works by improving mitochondrial function and energy signaling. But behind that is something even deeper: blood flow. When the scalp receives better circulation, follicles are more likely to receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to wake up. The same principle applies to everything from joint health to digestion. It's all connected. Aging doesn't disconnect us from health. It just means the pathways need a bit more encouragement. There's a quiet resilience in the body of someone who's lived through decades of joy, stress, illness, love, and change. That resilience doesn't disappear. It just needs more room to breathe. You can help your body restore circulation in ways that don't require a prescription. Gentle movement in the morning, for example, creates small waves of oxygen through your limbs. A walk after breakfast, a few stretches by the window, even 5 minutes a day of intentional movement signals your heart and blood vessels to stay active. It's like oiling the gears of a beautiful old machine, not to force it to run faster, but to help it move with grace. One man I spoke with recently in his late 70s told me he started doing just 10 minutes of slow Tai Chi in his kitchen each morning. Not to lose weight, not to look younger, but just to feel present in his body again. 3 weeks later, he noticed not only more energy, but a return of color in his face and even subtle improvements in how his hair was growing in around his temples. He didn't need a scientific study to tell him something had shifted. He felt it. That's the beauty of this moment in time. Science is catching up to what the body has always known. That healing is not just about fixing problems, it's about reawakening what's already there. The team at UCLA didn't discover a miracle. They uncovered a conversation happening at the cellular level and figured out how to support it without disruption. The molecule wasn't designed to take over. It was designed to listen, to respond, and to help. And that's exactly how you can approach your own well-being. Not with judgment or force, but with the belief that your body is still listening, still capable, still yours. A major reason older adults struggle with regrowth, whether it's hair, skin cells, or muscle tone, is inflammation. It's a word you've probably heard often, but it's worth looking at with fresh eyes. Inflammation is the body's response to stress, injury, or toxins. At its best, it's a healing mechanism. At its worst, it becomes chronic, silently damaging tissues and interrupting normal repair processes. In the case of the scalp, chronic inflammation can stiffen the skin, shrink follicles, and prevent healthy regrowth. This is why researchers in the field are paying more attention to the balance between stimulation and inflammation. PP405 appears promising, partly because it activates regeneration without triggering inflammation. That's a delicate dance, one the body prefers when it's older and more sensitive to stress. Reducing your own internal inflammation doesn't require high-tech solutions. It often starts at the table. Leafy greens, berries, omega-3 rich foods like walnuts and salmon. These are more than heart-friendly. They're anti-inflammatory allies that quietly support the skin, the scalp, and the tiny vessels that feed your cells. Hydration is another forgotten hero. Dehydrated tissue is more prone to irritation, sluggish repair, and poor circulation. A simple glass of water first thing in the morning can start a chain reaction that supports your whole day. This might sound small, too small to matter. But remember, the most powerful discoveries in science often begin in the smallest places. A single molecule, a dormant follicle, a quiet morning routine. All it takes is one meaningful change to begin rewiring the body's response. If you've been feeling like nothing works anymore, like your body's given up, I want to remind you there is still so much working inside of you. The fact that researchers are investing millions of dollars into treatments for hair regrowth in people over 60 means that science is no longer treating aging as decline. It's treating it as transition, as a phase rich with potential worthy of care and capable of transformation. And the best part is you don't have to wait for a drug to feel the benefits of that perspective. You can start now by inviting better blood flow, reducing inflammation, and honoring your sleep. By choosing foods that heal and movements that restore. By remembering that every cell in your body carries the memory of strength, and with the right spark, it can remember how to rebuild. If something in this is speaking to you, I'd love to hear it. Maybe you've noticed changes in your circulation, or you've found small habits that help you feel more alive. Leave a comment and share your experience, not just for me, but for someone else reading who might need a little encouragement today. The signs of renewal don't always come loudly. Sometimes they show up in the quiet moments, a rest at night, a gentle stretch, a strand of hair that wasn't there last month. Trust those signs. They're not small. They're your body whispering, I'm still here. I'm still with you. When people talk about aging, they often focus on what's lost. Hair, strength, memory, time. But what if we shifted the conversation? What if, instead of counting losses, we began noticing what's still growing quietly beneath the surface? Because right now, with every breath you take, your body is renewing itself. Maybe not as quickly as it once did, but with a kind of wisdom that only years can teach. And that renewal is something worth honoring. The most hopeful message behind the UCLA discovery isn't just about hair. It's about what happens when we support the body instead of trying to fight it. When we give it tools, time, and trust. The researchers who developed the PP405 molecule understood this deeply. They didn't force the body to change. They simply encouraged it to remember what it already knew how to do. You may not be part of a clinical trial and you might never use this molecule. But the principle behind it is something you can apply every single day. The body responds to encouragement. It responds to consistency. And it responds best when you meet it with care instead of criticism. For some, that encouragement might look like taking the first evening walk in months. For others, it's finally choosing a pillow that supports restful sleep. Maybe for you, it's pouring a glass of water each morning with intention, a reminder that your cells are listening, that the smallest routines can awaken something deeper. One woman I spoke to in her 80s began using a warm scalp massage every night before bed. No fancy oils, no high-tech device, just her fingers and a few quiet minutes. It wasn't about hair loss for her. It was about touch, presence, circulation. 3 months in, she noticed her hair feeling fuller. But more than that, she noticed herself feeling softer, less rushed, more connected to the rhythm of her own care. That's the kind of healing no product can replace. It's the healing that comes when you stop chasing youth and start tending to the garden of your current life. The soil might be older, but it's still fertile, still capable of blooming in ways you may not expect. Science is catching up to what many elders have known for years, that there is intelligence in the body that never leaves, that healing is not reserved for the young, that the lines on your face are not warnings of loss, but maps of resilience. You've lived through so much, and through it all, your body has never stopped trying to carry you. It just needs new kinds of support now, gentler ones rooted in respect, not resistance. You might never grow back every hair you've lost, but you can absolutely grow back something even more precious: confidence, joy, curiosity, the feeling of waking up and knowing that today still holds potential, that your health is not fixed in stone, that it responds beautifully, steadily to the ways you care for it. This moment in medical science is just the beginning. Treatments like PB405 remind us that regeneration is real, that the future of aging is not about erasing the years, but about embracing them more fully, with tools that respect the body's timing and truth. And so, I invite you to begin noticing the small signs in your own life, not the sudden transformations, but the gentle shifts. A deeper sleep, a calmer mood, a warmth returning to your hands and feet. These are the beginnings of healing. They matter. And the more you notice them, the more they grow. If this message touched you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. Share something in the comments that you've done for your health this week, even if it felt small, especially if it felt small, because those quiet steps are how transformation begins. And if you think someone you love might need this reminder too, a friend who's been discouraged, or a loved one who's quietly struggling with how aging has changed their body, please share this video with them. Sometimes all it takes is a little science, a little story, and a little spark of hope to change the way we see what's possible. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more warm science-backed guidance for living well after 60. This channel is for you, for your strength, for your journey, and for the belief that every season of life deserves care, beauty, and vitality. You're not fading, you're still unfolding. And I'm so glad you're here.